Hello, guys. Welcome to Kbox TV. And today we're here to just discuss what just happened. I mean, we just saw Teofimo Lopez take over. Yes, it's the takeover season. We saw what he did to the former WBO, and WBC franchise champion. He just dethroned him in a beautiful fashion. You understand? Like, amazing. See, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow everybody to come onto the show. I'm going to leave the link, okay, the link for you to join the show. Just select the link, and then just come on and share your opinion. It's going to be very interactive. I just don't want to have me on the show. I want to have everybody who has anything to talk about the fight. Okay, so just go into the comment section. You see that I have left the link that you will be able to just tap and then come online, and then I'll put you on. First, I have Soa, one of my regular guys on the show. I'm going to put him on for me to get his opinion on what he thinks happened in the ring. For me, I'll tell you what I thought, what I saw, what I felt, the referee decisions and everything. I'll let you know. But guys, I've left the link for you to come on the show to tell me how you feel about, the whole event. Teofimo Lopez, were you impressed about the way he fought? Was this the Teofimo Lomachenko that you were expecting to fight? You understand? How did you feel watching Lopez? Do you think that he has really come on to really take over like you were expecting him to take over? You understand? Let me get your opinion, okay? I have Kujo Amedoda, I have Soa. All of these guys are lining up to join the show. Guys, I've also left the link. The link is down there. Just tap the link and come on. I'm going to put you on the show. I want to hear your opinion, all right? This is not what we were expecting. We were thinking that Lopez was coming to, of course, we knew Lopez was coming to the fight to really fight, but a lot of us are not expecting him to, go this way. Let me just add Soa, and then let me hear from Soa. Soa, welcome to Kbox TV, my brother.
There you go, V. There you go, V.
See, so I know you were surprised, but some of us we are not surprised because the fight that we saw was a true reflection of a true champion. What do you think about what happened?
Kofi, to be honest, in the first 6 rounds, Lopez did good. He showed skill. He was fast and all that. But Lomachenko is a real champion. He's proven he's a real champion because he was able to change the game from the round 6 because he realized the way he was fighting, Lopez was winning all the rounds. And he had to switch. And we saw the switch. What happened in the switch? He was throwing a lot of punches that was hurting Lopez. Nobody can deny that. He was throwing a lot of punches that was hurting Lopez. And he won most of the last round. I'll give him all 6 rounds. Some people may debate about the last round, which is the 12th round, but I'll still give it to Loma. Loma is a true champion. He landed, you see, from the round 7 to round 12, he landed most of his punches. And anytime Lopez shows his power punch, he's able to swerve it. It was only in the late round that Lopez was able to land some punches, like his power punches. And Kofi, look at what happened in the last round. When Lopez was throwing his big shot, Loma was able to take it and he was still attacking. He was still attacking. Looking at his age and the kind of boxer he was fighting, who throws a lot of power punch, whose power punch knocks people down. He took all those punches and he was still okay. And at the end of the day, when you look at them from the round 11, round 10, you could see Teofimo saw that he was really fighting a champion. He wasn't fighting the kind of boxer he was talking badly about. Because you could see through before the fight, he was saying a lot of things. He thought Loma was just any opponent to walk over. But Loma gave him a good fight. And Kofi, what the judges did today, it should tell you that if you are not an American and you go and fight in the US, and especially when they are bringing up a young chap like this to represent their country, there's no way you can win on the 12th round. You always have to make sure that you knock them out. And Kofi, if this is what is going to happen in the sports of boxing, then it's sad. It's a really sad day for boxing because maybe my style of fighting is to go the distance. So if I'm going to face an American boxer and I can't knock him out, and because I can't knock him out, I cannot be a world champion, or I cannot be an undisputed champion, or continue to reign, then it's sad. And It's not, because when you listen to the commentators, you could see right from the beginning that Bob Arum was on top of his game, and everything.
But let's be sincere, okay? You shared your opinion on what you thought went happened. Now let me bring in Ameduda. Ameduda, welcome to K-Box TV, my brother. So what happened?
Thank
We
you
all
very
saw
much.
it. 12 rounds of boxing. A lot of us were saying that if Lomachenko was to take Teofimo to the end of the rounds, it's very possible that Lomachenko was going to carry the night. But unfortunately, that's not what happened today. We saw the takeover really take over after 12 rounds. What was some of the things that went wrong for Lomachenko or that were right for Lopez?
Kofi, before this fight, I was saying that Lopez is going to knock Loma out.
Okay.
And then some people are believing that if the fight 100, they are believing 100% that if the fight finish 12th round, Lomachenko is going to win unanimously. But I was believing if the fight ends 12th round, it might be 50-50. And I say that if Lomachenko is able to win this fight, I will rate him higher than before. But in fact, he lose the fight on paper, but still, I rate him very high. I rate him very, very high. The reason why Loma lose this fight is Loma, first of all, his game plan is unique, but he delayed to pick up. Round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4. It's like he just gave the round to the guy for free. You can't do that in boxing. In competition, we don't do that. You see, in competition, we don't do that. So what that is, and then the remaining 6 or 8 rounds is like he take the bigger part, but Lopez also get some on some other cards.
Some of the points.
Yes, that is it. So it's Loma that gives so much respect to Lopez. That is the cause, because Loma came in with everything. He was performing very good. So how come you left the first 4 rounds void? Are you getting my point? That is the biggest mistake. That is the biggest mistake that he did. Like he make it free flow, free fight. Maybe round 1 you steady him, and then you stand on him. His standing cannot even give.
Now
he's standing and the place to fire. You see, Lopez cannot fire his killer blows because of the standing and the footwork of Loma.
Right.
You see,
right.
So if he started this earlier on, like he will win the fight hands down. That's what I saw.
So I want to bring attention to this thing. Of course, this is boxing, and we all know Lomachenko to be the person who always likes to collect data on his fighter. And how does he collect his data? Usually around the round 1, round 2. That's when he usually collects his data. That's why we call him the high-tech boxer, right? But let's give credit to Lopez. He didn't make it easy for Lomachenko to collect that data. That is why it took Lomachenko that 4 rounds that you're talking about to be able to collect the data he needed to be able to step up in the round 5, 6 going. And like you're saying, fairly and squarely, even after collecting the data, it wasn't easy for him to just go like all around and go collect, because as much as he was punching, Timothy Bradley said something on the panel. He said the uppercuts will be the game changer. So even when Lopez's father told him that in the round 12 that he should just go in, and he's already won the fight, so he should just go in and use the ring, he didn't even listen to his father, because he felt maybe the judges could overturn it for him. So what he did was he rather went in to fight in trying to knock him out. If you watch the round 5, the round 12, you think you go like, hey, Charlie, Lopez is really coming in to really lock this guy out. That is what happened in the last round. So I really agree with what Amedoda is saying, that as much as Lomachenko allowed 4 rounds to go to a competitor, somebody you are fighting with. I don't see the person also losing the rest of them. Definitely, you beat me some, I'll also beat you some. We will collect the data. One thing I wanted to talk about now is the judges' score. Do you think that the score of the judges was a fair reflection of the fight that we saw, Daniel?
It's not a fair reflection of the fight, and all the fans are talking about it. Good,
Right,
Lopez fought well. You see, we can't deny the fact that Lopez fought well in this particular fight. But what we are saying now is, you see, Loma wasn't able to gather the information. He wasn't able to gather the data early. But from the round 7, we saw what Loma was doing. We saw the attack, and it made the latter part of the fight interesting. So you must give credit.
Right.
You get me? You must give credit to him. So if the scorecard is showing this way, a unanimous decision for Lopez, Kofi, it's wrong. Because you see, even after the fight, if you study after the fight, what Lopez did should tell you that he really didn't expect. He saw he fought a raw fighter. He fought someone who is so better. Because Kofi, you and I know Lopez wouldn't have gone to Ag Loma, but it was the one that initiated that. So that should tell you, yes, this guy has given me a very good fight. And Kofi, like you are saying, the only round, even the round 12 that I'm saying I'll give it to Loma, that's the round that it was defining. It was that round that you can see, okay, Lopez actually won the fight. But Kofi, to give it a unanimous decision is wrong. It's wrong. Because look at the career of Loma. What is Bobaron? What is the judges? What are they expecting?
I know people will start pointing us as Bobaron, but let me hold you pause you there for a minute and come to Ameduda. The judges score, especially the 109, 107, 119. That judge, I think he needs to be brought. Was he watching his phone? Was he really watching the fight? Okay, that's how I feel. But for you, the score, the judges' score, was it a fair reflection of the fight that we saw?
What's 107,
107, 119, 107, 119.
No. That one, no.
I don't believe it.
Not reflect. No, it
See,
doesn't.
These
reflect.
are some of the things that makes boxing fans angry. Yeah, of course we love the sport. We understand.
Yeah.
Credit to Teofimo Lopez. He's done a very good job. Definitely, he would have won the fight. Maybe some majority points decision. You understand? Like maybe he would have won on two judges. You know, and fine. Even if it is unanimous, right? You can make it like 118, 119, 116, 119. You understand? Around that side, it makes sense. But 107. What were you seeing? What was the referee today? In fact, maybe you guys don't know. Today there was one of the card on the match room. Yeah, the match room card. Two of the referees were caught live on camera holding their phone instead of watching the fight. You see? So
really?
Yes. Yes, in UK. And for your sake, I'll look for this thing. I'll send it to you personally for you to see. And then Ian was not had caught is now in self quarantine because he has COVID-19, so he couldn't come to the arena to come watch the fight. So when they took the camera, the picture, they showed it to him. In fact, it was a fan who took a screenshot and pasted it and went like Eddie looks like phone and boxing. You understand? And then he came in and he says that definitely this is something that the BB of C needs to look into. And then if the referee needs to be sanctioned or sacked, then they have to do it. These are the things the referees are doing. They're not watching the fights. They are not watching the fights.
Exactly.
Wow. For me, that's why I stand on the referee. Especially the one that the judges that scored the 107, 119. It is not a fair reflection.
For that one, that's a very bad judge.
He fought like a champion. That's for real. He wanted the title and everything. He has overthrown a champion. But that score that was given, I don't feel like it was the fair reflection of the fight.
That verdict didn't reflect what happened.
No. So for you, Ameduda, do you think Lomachenko deserves or should be given a rematch to avenge his defeat?
Oh yes, the rematch will be very good because the fight is a good fight, and then he himself believed by now that he made some mistakes, and then which he's able to correct immediately.
I think we are losing Amedoda there. So, okay, can you hear us, Amedoda?
Yeah, I can hear you very clear.
Yeah, you went off. Can you come again, please?
Yeah, what I'm saying is the rematch should be a must, because
Okay.
Lomachenko himself might be believing now that no, he made some little mistakes that might be the cause of this thing. And then I know Lopez also realized now that he fought a champion, so the rematch will be a match for boxing, and then the audience.
Okay. So, this fight that we have seen, would you want to see a rematch? And if you'd want to see a rematch, do you think these judges that sat down to officiate this fight should be the same people to sit there to judge for us?
Kofi, I would definitely want to see a rematch, but for these judges, I wouldn't like to see even one of them. And Kofi, you see, the sanctioning body, they must wake up, because if at the end of the day, these are the kind of things that are happening in boxing, it's sad, because Kofi, when you give a fight like this and you end up giving it a unanimous decision, and when you see the scorecard, it's really wide, which doesn't reflect what happened on the fight. When you put up a rematch, it becomes rubbish, and it goes ahead to affect the promotional company, Top Rank. It will affect them, because the fans, when we see a fight that is close, we want you to score it like that. Fine, give Lopez a win, but it shouldn't be a unanimous decision. So that now we can say that, okay, when we are debating, we can say, okay, Loma was able to collect the data really well, but the later rounds, he's a true champion. He made he made a fight very exciting. Now, after making the fight very exciting, even Teofimo Lopez, his fans will like, no, let's have the rematch. Let Lopez beat him so that we can end the argument. And this is what the scorecard should do to push the rematch. But if you are giving him a unanimous decision like this, Kofi, when you call the rematch, nobody would like to see the fight like that, and it will go ahead to affect Loma's career.
Let me read in some few comments coming in. This is coming in from Gonzalo Cavarrobas on Facebook. He says Lomachenko win all the rounds. Interesting. This is what someone is saying. This is also coming in from El Haji Yatonle De Bandi. I am not agree with the scorecard, but I think Teofimo won this card. Definitely, the judges scored 107, 119. Come on. I can agree that Teofimo has won, but the scorecard. Ed Haji, I agree with you. On that. Jerry Edmond says Lopez fought a great fight. Of course, it was a very good fight, and you really fought like a champion. This is coming in from B. Rosten from Twitter. He says, drop a cash if you got paid. I'm sure some people also got paid. Yeah, in the process. Sharp. This is coming from Loman. He says, I got paid. Okay. Rustin said, and then we have, of course, the scorecard. A lot of people are complaining about scorecard. 7-5 Lopez. I mean, he even used the F word, so you should know that he's really, really pissed about it. This is something coming in. He says, what's happening to what's happening to No Maschenko? Okay, No Maschenko. We have also this stuff coming in from Slim Spot. It was robbed. Okay, on Facebook. And then this is also coming from. Let me speak if you want to hear some real talk. Okay, of course, if you want to say something, just I've posted the link, so just tap onto the link and then come on, we'll add you to the link and then you'll be able to say what you should do. Slim Spot is saying that Loma should go out on Top Rank, and that's what he's saying. It's coming in from Jedu Cruz on Twitter. He says, "Hi guys, hi." Let me see another Twitter comment. He says the only mistake of Loma is that he started too late, which is very true. We also agree that he started too late. It's coming in from Calvin on Twitter. This one is also saying Loma rules. I feel like Loma has been overthrown. It's the takeover time. Definitely. If you are not aware, you have to wake up to the new reality that now it is the takeover time. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, the judges are saying that he should take the title to his house. So this is saying that it's not about respect. He just studied him. Okay. Let's check on. This is from Frederick M. Jones. He said Lomachenko was overrated. Finally fought a real fighter and he got beat easily. This is what someone is also coming from with. Adolphus Patterson is saying that Aram is a cheat. He had it all planned out. Loma was his cash cow and now he's getting old. So he's bringing in Lopez, and Lopez won for me. But the scorecard is just too wide. The scorecard is what everybody will talk about. I don't see anybody who. So that's it. Even though Lomachenko has won, there is something that is taking the win from him. The scorecard. You understand? That is what's been the problem. This is coming in from Dennis Tego. He says, please, let's give respect. Let's give Lopez some respect. Of course, we are giving him respect. He's done a fantastic job by overthrowing one of the best pound for pound fighters in the high-tech boxer. It's complete overthrow. So, of course, of course, Chairman, you remember that Amadoda was saying that if the thing doesn't go his way, he's not going to stand there. Why will he stand there? He'll stand there. You know, Tio got a bit gas. I finished strongly. Of course, let's talk about that. Teofimo showed signs of being tired somewhere around the 7th, 8th round. If you guys could really watch, that's all he was talking about. That's where I felt like we saw more of Lomachenko, and the Lomachenko that we were expecting in the beginning rounds that we didn't see. Do you think that if the rematch happens, he will be able to work on the tiredness? Because he got tired pretty early. Round 7, round 8, he was tired. You could even see him bring out the gum out of his mouth and then put it back in. Definitely, he was gasping for some air. Do you think that it would have, if the rematch comes, he'll be more prepared than what you saw now?
With a rematch, I'm seeing Loma coming in more because the reason why I'm saying that is that Loma has realized Lopez gas out in the latter rounds. And you see, like you're saying, that round 12 that Lopez came in strong to fight, it was his pride, it was an ego, because he knew what he had said. And you see, if it wasn't the build-up, like he would have listened to his dad and he could have been knocked out, because it was really gone off. And you see, it's dicey as well. If it happens like that and Loma wants to take advantage of that, Loma could be knocked out by Lopez. Why am I saying this? Lopez was able to dominate the fight from the round 1 to 6, and when that 1 to 6, Loma was slow. So if Loma is going to come in and start a fight from, let's say, round 2, that means, and you see, from the round 6 when Loma was coming in, his defense was very bad.
Right.
His defense was really bad. So that means if he will come in and start fighting early, Lopez can knock him out maybe round 8 or round 7, because he was also taking big punches from Lopez. So it's dicey. It's dicey. You could go in to start a fight early and you'll be knocked out. And we all know Loma doesn't have that power. His power is not that strong.
Oh, unfortunately, we've lost him there. But I was about to come to you anyway. Do you think that what strategy? Sorry, if you were a trainer and you are working with and you were training with Lomachenko, what strategy would you come with in the rematch?
The rematch, if I'm coming in with Loma, I will tell Loma to go in and start the fight. Because in this fight, you could realize that Loma have a very good tank. He didn't gas out. Even the punches that we were believing that might push him down, he was taking it and then still standing.
Right.
So, yeah. And what caused, I believe what caused Teofimo to gas out early might be maybe the weight. Because he was very huge because of COVID-19 that he didn't fight and things like that. He's a big guy already. So because of COVID-19, he was able to calm down and then make the weight now to get to the 135 and then fight. So that might be what caused him to gas out so early like that. So if the rematch, I don't think he will face that problem again. But if I'm coming with Loma, I will tell Loma that, hey, if you understudy him, then that might be maybe round 1, and then in the second round match him. Loma can match Lopez, not that he cannot match him. So me, I'm believing that he give him so much respect about that banging thing. That was that was what changed his plan, the game plan and everything for him.
All right, great, guys. If you're watching the show and you want to be here, I've left the link to join the show in the comment section. So just go into the comment section. You see the link to join the show. You see streamyard.com /94PBFBS6BW. Click it, set it up, and I will see you from here and we'll add you to the show. And then we'll get your opinion on what you think actually happened some few minutes ago. Whether you think the score that we saw was a fair reflection of the fight that we all saw. And if, of course, the rematch happens, you think Teofimo Lopez will still reign as the unified. Now, I think I'll say it's even undisputed now because he has all the titles. He has a WBC franchise, the champion
Kofi,
franchise.
Kofi, let us not follow that dubious whatever from WBC. WBC to take that thing out of our face. We don't want to hear it. WBC is not part of this fight. WBC is not part of this fight. Unless they are telling us that the franchise is now a main title. Yeah, we can understand from that angle. There's no way.
I see Lord and I see JJ Clote comments. Let me just pick it up real quick. So Lord is saying that do you understand the meaning of unanimous? How do you understand by the judges scorecard? And this is also coming by apparently Lopez is the first unified lightweight champion since Pernell Whitaker in 1990. But the thing is that this title, right? This title, the WBC franchise, if you go on Boss Rec, wasn't really added to the titles that was being competed for. Because you only know that according to the WBC, the franchise is just a title, like it's a status. It's not really a title that is being given to you. So unless I think they have to really come again and then let us understand. It's unanimous with the exception of the decision of 119, 109. This is also coming in from Clote, and then Alex
119, 109.
Yes, 119, 109. You know, it's also coming in from Alex Pogi. He says it's funny. People trying to compare Loma to Pac-Man. Don't ever disrespect Pac-Man again. Interesting. I understand the 119, 109 was bad, but it was clear win for Lopez. Oh Lord, definitely we agree that it was a clear win for Lopez, but the scorecard, the judge that's really or gave this score, I felt like they didn't do justice to because it's not just the judges that were watching the fight. A lot of us, including you and I, were both watching
the fight.
That it was not a clear. If you understand that was bad, then it means we can put the whole officiating a very big question mark on how the thing went, you know. So I feel like we should watch things here. You are right. Sometimes I don't get people how they understand the unanimous decision. JJ Clote says Loma didn't start late. He was feeling the power of Teo, so he had to wait till Teo gets tired. If he started earlier, he would have been knocked out early. Interesting. And this is coming in from a boxer, yeah? This is coming in from a boxer. This is how he also understands why, how he feels. In fact, Clote, if you could just tap the link and then come on, I would have been very happy so that you share your point, you share your opinion from the boxing side, like as a boxer. He's saying that Loma didn't start late. He was feeling the power, of course. And if you realize from the round one, Teo was really throwing some punches. The jabs was really going. He was working from the body, you know. And a few times that Lomachenko dropped his hand, he went to his face too as well. So I think I could agree with what he said. And you realize that he wasn't getting the angles because anytime he moves, Teo steps with him. This is very true. So we couldn't see the real metrics of Lomachenko like we've seen over the years. Mark Edward Toto says that Lopez would likely knock out Lomachenko in a rematch. Interesting. It's something that we live to see and want to see if really this can happen. Guys, it's been an exciting time having you guys on the show. But for you, Amedoda, you especially, I want to come to you. Then I'll go to wait. After watching it from round 1 to round 12, what was your assessment? And then if you were a judge scoring this fight, how would you have scored it just for you? And now we have a new champion. How do you celebrate this, our new champion?
I already said it. I have a higher respect for Loma in this fight. Loma never faced a boxer like Teofimo. Teofimo, people are talking about inexperience and things like that, but Teofimo is a very good boxer. He's very good. He have footwork, he have speed, and then he have techniques too. But the only thing is, Loma is Loma. Loma techniques is very higher. But he have the power and then the youth side of him and things like that. So that is the only difference between what happened in the ring. Okay. So in the fight, fine. Loma, the mistake that the Loma did was how he started the fight. No, that might even annoy some of judges. You know, some of judges, that thing can annoy them. Oh yeah, it's true. You came into the ring, at least, you refused to throw punches from the whole of round 1.
You collected only 3 punches.
And then round 2 almost the same. So those are the mistakes that Loma made, and then Tio also suffer gassing out and things like that. So this fight, we really deserve the rematch. We really deserve the rematch. But to talk about the verdict again, those judges, in fact, they have to be questioned. If I am scoring this fight, maybe it might be 2 round difference. Too much might be 2 or 3 round difference. No, I can't score this fight 7 round difference. No way.
7 rounds.
This fight is not 7 round different fight. No. It might be 2. Highest might be 3 round difference. And I don't think all the judges too cannot make it highest 3 round. 1 round, 2 rounds. That is it. That is what I believe.
Okay, now I'm coming to Soa. Looking at the future, looking at the lightweight division now. Of course, in November, I think we will see Tank in the ring very soon, and then we'll also see David Henney also in the ring defending his WBC title against Gamboa. Tank will be defending against Leo Santa Cruz, another tough Mexican fighter, and of course we have our own Richie Comey also on standby. I'm sure he was watching this fight, and then we'll go like, oh, I got Jimmy, I'm going to your champion, so I'm sure he'll be saying that he's been vindicated, at least, even though his own was knockout. No, as a champion, no, no, it's an army, you understand? So, looking at the lightweights now, okay, what do you think will be Teofimo Lopez's status now that he's been able to collect all these titles, and how the other guys will be looking at him? How do you think they'll be looking at him now for defeating the unbeatable, the top dog Lomachenko? How do you think they'll be looking at him now? What perception and what adrenaline do you think will be going to these fighters?
Kofi, what will be going through their mind is that we can also beat Lopez, because we all know that at 135 they are all go-getters. Nobody fears any man. That is what is there. And you forgot to mention Ryan Garcia, one of the favorite guys at 135, whose knockout and his reach and height is really good. It's really good for him in the division. Kofi, now what Lopez must be doing now is that he has to work on his defense. If he can work on his guard and not rely much on the power punch, it will help him. Because we also what he did today. He was good at with the skills as well. So the division that has a lot of boxers that are strong, you need to work more on the skills and work on your defense. Don't rely much on the power punch, because we saw what happened today. Loma was able to take most of your power punch. You didn't put him down. So that should ring something into his head that if Linares, I think Linares knocked Loma down. If Loma, that Linares was able to knock him out, I threw all my big shot and he was able to take it and he was still coming. Then it means I must now see what I can use to back my my power punch. And that's what he must be looking at now. And now the division itself, Kofi Lopez has won today, but it doesn't mean you can write Loma out. You can't write Loma out. We all saw what he was able to do just when the fight was like, we all thought Lopez was come to just dominate and finish the fight really was so convincingly. No, he came in and Loma has been able to put an argument down. And if he has been able to put an argument down, the argument goes around all the boxes. It goes around them. And Kofi, I tell you, he can beat most of them there. So Lopez is a king, but it's not yet a king, because we have other boys there that like Ryan Garcia, who has not had a world title shot. That when he comes into the ring, he's going to really destroy things. Deviani as well. He has not really fought or defended his world champion after he won it through email address. He has also not defended it. So it's really a competition. Today, Tank has won, and for the other boxers, they are going to be happy that once that they all thought that Loma was king of the division, a king has been dethroned. So right now, it's a fight for all. It's a fight for all to determine one king. So he might be having all the titles now, but it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Right. But big respect to Lopez. Big respect to Lopez. Right. He fought well. I never expected. I didn't expect him to fight this way. I didn't expect him to fight this way. He fought really well. And what made me happy was around 12. Because we all saw the round 10, he was gassing out. Like, he was taking a lot of beatings from Loma. But in round 12, and that is what even surprised Loma. So the rematch will be very interesting, because with the rematch, no round will be given out for free. Or Loma thought round 12 he was just coming to do his thing, knock him out. And he came in, the guy was a beast. All of a sudden, the guy becomes a beast. So big respect to Lopez.
Great. Big respect to Lopez. He's really earned his position now. Of course, some of us don't agree with the judges' score, but he's really earned his position. Even if the judges have made it better, Krampona, we'll still have seen him carry the night as the champion and having the BBC franchise as part of a bonus of the rest of the titles that he was able to win. And big respect to Lomachenko. I watched the post-fight interview, and he was saying that he doesn't feel like he lost the fight. But of course, it is the judges have made their decision, so he has nothing to say about it. He wants to go home and then check the tape, and then he will know what to do. And then he was asked if he was going to ask for a rematch, and he was like, he has to get home first, watch the tape, and then speak to his manager and then his promoter being Bob Arum. The good thing about all of this thing is that all the titles are on one promoter side, which is Top Rank. And so if they want to make a rematch, I don't think it's going to be
Top Rank.
Yeah. yeah, I don't think it's going to. It's right now, as for the lightweight division, the only title, which is the WBC regular, and then the WBC regular is on the matchroom side, and then the WBA regular is on Showtime side. So the majority of the titles are with Bob Arum's side. So I feel like if they want to put a rematch together, I don't think it's going to be difficult at all. Guys, I put down the link for you guys to join to share your opinion, but many of you couldn't do that. But of course, you shared your comment with us, and we're very happy about it. We've read a lot. Maybe we can't go through all of them, especially those coming from Twitter. But I really appreciate the time that you stayed up to watch all this fight. It's 7:42 where I am now. It's morning, so I'm now going to sleep. And I'm sure you guys too have also stayed up. It's almost 5 It's almost 6 o'clock in Ghana, right? And so, amazing. That shows you how passionate and how we love the sport. I mean, we'll stay up late to watch the good fights, and of course, I think not just the main card, but the undercard too has been very exciting, especially the fighter that has won round one for 15 straight times. Round one for 50 straight times. Charlie, guys, the boxing is changing, and the new guys that are coming, the hearts that bring into the sport, it is not small.
No jokes.
No joke.
That's the guy I was talking about the other time.
Yeah,
Edgar. Yeah, that's the guy. So now he scored 15 fights. Yeah, very good, very powerful and strong.
When you said it, I went to watch his tape, and I realized
what you say
not just to the knockout, but he can fight as well.
Oh, he's good. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's very good.
It's a very good boxer.
And his punches are not like we're meaning all punch, It's just natural.
Like playing.
So imagine if like he has mean it and he's punching the punch. But it will be a different thing altogether.
He should come so that we see him well.
Yeah. And it's a division that I feel like if he's able to land a world title, whoever is going to fight against is going to be a really, really, really tough fight. And the guy that he was paired against, Jay Anamuniye, but look at how he was able to stop the guy. When you know the funny thing, the commentator said you can't take your eyes off this guy, and if you're able to wake up and it could have been the end of the fight. I thought he was joking, but it was true. If I had decided to like close my eyes a little bit, that would have been the end of the fight. Interesting. So guys, I want to say a very big thank you for always making time. Another week is coming. We'll resume K-Boss TV live, and of course we'll be here on Thursday to discuss what's happening in the world of boxing. And maybe Monday, Tuesday, we'll see whether we will have time to come on here. Of course, we told the fans that we'll come here after the fight and share our opinions, and we've done exactly that. And so we'll also check whether within the week before Thursday we'll be able to come and discuss what's happening. There are big fights coming on this weekend as well. So stick and stay. We'll definitely be up again next week, Saturday, to watch some of the big fights happening in the world. Guys, believe it or not, Lomachenko has been overthrown. We have a new king in the lightweight division, and he's still
Loma is still a beast. Loma is good. With the color
it's not about being a beast. It is about where the titles have gone. The titles have gone to New York. Now it is no more in Ukraine.
Before we all three were on Lopez side, but I changed my mind. Well, I think people are happy, but you wait, we'll come back.
Lopez has really shown that, if you talk bucket, because he's been calling for this fight. Even when he was fighting our Orochi Kome, he wasn't even looking at Kome. He was overlooking Kome, saying that he will stop. So, and look at how he was able to talk trash the entire time. Calling the guy names and all that, and he's backed it up with a very good performance to take the title. Of course, the judges have taken away the shine of the fight. Other than that, I feel like Lopez has done a very great job by collecting all the titles and in a grand style and in a very beautiful way. But before you go, do you think if fans had come to the place? Of course, there were fans allowed into the venue for this fight, but it was very limited. It was also for free. We didn't get the whole place packed. They allowed, I think 100 or 200 people to come watch the fight. So if you could even hear from the list, you could see some of the people screaming a little bit. Do you think if fans had come for this event, it would have changed the results?
It could have changed the results because before the fight, in one of the interviews, they were asking Loma, and they asked him whether not fighting in front of the fans, is it going to affect him? And he was like, he can't really tell, but after the fight and he gets there, that's when the experience will tell. And sometimes when you see the fans, they are motivation. That's why they are called fans. They are cheering you up. So just the shouting there when you lose round 1, round 2, you realize maybe these people are jubilating for this one-sided person. So it makes you turn and come like a beast. And we saw that is how Lopez won the fight in round 12. Because in round 12, I can tell he was imagining what he has said. He has said a lot of nasty things, and he needed to back it up. Because we the fans were there, we were saying, oh, round 10, you are the one that we are going to knock you out. So that is when he woke up. So Kofi, definitely the fans plays a major role. You can't take the fans out.
Oh, Abedoda, would you agree now that Teofimo Lopez is pound for pound number one?
No. I think Teofimo is pound for pound number one. I can't take him to be pound for pound number one.
Lomachenko has been crowned as pound for pound number one, and now he's been dethroned. So who would take the number one?
No, Kofi. This is the only.
He wasn't even in the rating. Pound for pound, Teofimo wasn't even in the rating. Yeah, he wasn't in the rating, and winning this fight did not show that kind of pound for pound stature. So he shouldn't be. Even they shouldn't mention anything pound for pound attached to him now. Maybe he might be in the rating, maybe from 1 to 10. If he come into the rating, fine. But to be number one, no way.
Okay. All right. But don't forget, he has been able to do the undoable. So,
you're the best guy. I'm happy that for the first time, Amedoda has made a submission that is true. That Lopez cannot be pound for pound for now. It's too early.
For the first time.
I feel like he won't be number one, but maybe somewhere around number 8, number 7, maybe Teofimo Lopez can make that position. Yeah, because anytime you went with the uppercut or the hook, you could feel the power. You could really feel the power.
Yeah.
So officially, maybe Lomachenko can go and fight for Ukraine title. And then
we'll come back.
Guys, I really appreciate you always making time, for making. Of course, more fights are coming. Like I was saying, is Lomachenko's brother Alexander Usyk is lining up to go face the Chisora in the UK. Another top fights coming up, and which fight again? Yeah, the Leo Santa Cruz, and then Tank. The Winter Davis is also coming, and then I think these are the top fights. And then officially, Anthony Joshua versus Kubrat is on December 12th. It has been announced. And then I had a conversation with the GBA secretary, and he was saying that boxing resumes in Ghana in November, and then after that they have 2 shows in December that they want to make it happen, 26th and then 28th in December. We only pray that the restrictions that I don't know if you know, but some places, even in the Netherlands now, they've banned all events. I'm hoping they don't get things like this in Ghana so that shows can start. And of course, in South Africa today, there was a show too in South Africa. I think ABU was on the line. Internally picked that title as well. And Tanzania, they had a show on Friday. I also had a very fantastic show. So, and then I think boxing is returning to Nigeria this month, next week Saturday. And so we'll also follow it, and then we'll let you know how it's going to go. Guys, thank you guys. Everybody that commented, from Clotte to XXX to Mark Edmond, Lord, I was expecting you to jump onto the link and then come here and then share what you also have to say, with the fans. I always want to make sure that the show is as interactive as possible, so that we can all, have a share and not just reading our comment, but maybe, when you come on, you have a lot of things to say that you can't just put it into writings, which I feel if you have the platform to talk, it would be easy. So yes, anytime that we are on here, make sure you come on to also say something. Mark Edmond, thank you again. Javier. And then, anybody and everybody that was commenting, especially on Twitter, I was very shocked about the way you guys jumped onto the link to make a comment. Until another Lomachenko versus Lopez fight. I want to say very good morning to all of you. Where you are.
Good morning.
For us, we are going to sleep, and if you are not going to sleep, and the meeting has a new Lord. So yeah. Welcome to the new reality that Teofimo Lopez is now the king of the lightweight division. Guys, have a very good morning.
Thank you. Right.